First up, we've got Kamui Kobayashi from Toyota Gazoo Racing in the hypercar category. Good to see you, Kamui. Almost 10 weeks on from that momentous Le Mans 24 Hours, your first victory at the Le Mans 24 Hours. Tell us what that achievement felt like, and has it sunk into you in this 10 weeks since that epic achievement?
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, I think after Le Mans winning race, I found out the people are so much supported. Whatever place you go, the people knew that I won 24 Le Mans. So, it's been always second the last few years, but finally to win the race in 24-hour Le Mans, it feels it's different in my life. And, to be honest, I think, the feeling myself is not changed as a driver, but as I can say that achievement is myself, I can feel it's completely different than it used to be. So I'm glad that I won the race. And of course, I think this winning is all coming from not myself. It's team effort who's supporting us from Japan and from especially the Mr. Toyota Akio, which is the boss in the Toyota. And, I think this all efforts by not myself, it's all member is involved, support us. And in the end, I think the first race with a hypercar in Le Mans, I think it's one of the history for us to make it. So I think hopefully, continuing next year. And of course, I think in the future, we will get more the manufacturers coming to our hypercar class. So, I think still we would say we are still preparing to be ready for the big manufacturers coming. But I think for the moment, to winning the first hypercar class, it's great feel.
Obviously, you're defending the title in the WEC this season. What are your thoughts on trying to achieve back-to-back title victories? Everybody's going to be looking at the points, I think, this time next week rather than right now because there's so many points up for grabs. But it's probably going to go down to the wire between you and the number 8 car. Is that your feeling as we stand now?
Yeah, I know. I think, even the car, all member crew, even the mechanic and the engineer, they want to win that race, and want to have the title as well for World Championship. So, and of course, we want it as well. I think it's going to be big challenging for between car 7 and car 8, but this is what spectators want to watch. And I think we do our best. And of course, car 8 will do the best. And we see this is a race. And I think whatever the happening, I think it's most important, don't give up the race because we are racing for the endurance race. It's not only sprint race. So I think we have opportunity for the 2 races to make sure that we win at least one race. I think this could help for our maybe championship title.
And we're coming to the end of the first hypercar season, Kamui. What are your thoughts looking back on it? Obviously, there's a lot more to come in terms of competition against Toyota. But first of all, driving these cars, how has it come on during the season on these different tracks and different challenges that WEC gives you?
Yeah, when we jump in this hypercar, it feels quite different from the LMP1. And of course, I think in terms of lap time, it's such different as well. But this is what the regulation made it. So we try to adapt this car. And for sure, for the moment, we have a little bit advantage of the experience. But of course, I think when you had more time to develop, I think this can be, the more adjustable for the hypercar class. So, I think still we were finalizing what we can even more bring. I mean, we have homologated in the regulation, so we can really update the car, but at least our experience use more in terms of performance. And I think we tried our best all the time. And so far, I think since from the first event of the tests with the hypercar, I think we are reasonably improving, of course, in terms of not really pure performance, more reliability and drivability. And I think that our feeling as well is more getting confidence because I think where we come from, the LMP1 was such different in terms of the feeling because I think especially car is a bit heavier with a hypercar. I think this effect gives us quite different feeling, and we are getting there to adjust, and we understand more about what the car brings. So, I'm pretty happy what the current effort, all what team brings, and of course my car crew did a great job so far in this season. Of course, we had a little difficult moment, like when you look in the Spa. I locked up and I went to near the wall. I couldn't, damage the car, but still we lost the winning. But after that, I think we still improving our car to drivable to make sure I think we can drive in confidence. So I would say I think car is improving, and I think I'm looking forward to other manufacturers coming. I think next year there's some plan to come Peugeot. I think I know that they had very strong manufacturer in terms of endurance race. And of course, when you come like Audi, Porsche, for example, in Le Mans, this is going to be, I think, one of the historical, the racing of the manufacturer. So I think we're looking forward in the future.